Hello everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Ukela. I'm glad to welcome you to the Business Hub Show. Why is there so much tax evasion?
There's so much tax evasion. Like, I know it's a question that where people wonder, like, that always throws them off. Oh, ew, taxation.
This is Business Hub with Ukela Prince.
Hello everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Ukela Prince. I'm glad to welcome you to the Business Hub Show. It's a beautiful day. I have someone here who is she's majored in accounting and also focused on taxation. She is also a social media influencer. So we're going to have about two different parts in this discussion today. I'm glad having her in the studio because there are a few things that she has been able to pull through, and to me, those are great milestones, and I appreciate her for that. So I have here with me Kriti Malik. Kriti, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am okay. Nice having you at the Business House.
Always a pleasure having being here.
Interesting. You're welcome. You're welcome. Meanwhile, you're glowing. Yes, too much enjoyment, right?
Always. It's passion.
Passion. Thank you for the great job you're doing. It's nice having you. Okay, so let's start with the area of accounting and taxation. So tell me your background on this.
So basically, my background started when I was in high school itself. I had to do a co-op as part of my subject, and I did my co-op at Peel District School Board actually. And I used to see them, like, everybody doing accounting. Accounting used to bore me out. I used to like, oh, numbers, I hate them. But when I got into taxation, I was like, you know what? I love it. This is so interesting.
Wow.
I was so passionate that I was like, okay, tell me more. I want to know more. So while enrolling myself into school where I studied accounting, but then I had a course, taxation, I was like, you know what? I'm going to hate it. Terrible. Terrible. And it ended up being one of my best courses.
Wow.
To the point where I also decided to pursue the H&R Block Tax Academy, since they focus more on hands-on experience on the side, where I worked with them for numerous years, followed by various places like Wealthsimple, CIBC, Deloitte. Worked at all those places, and
Really?
I realized that taxation is my love.
Wow. You love taxation.
I love taxation.
Interesting. But why is there so much tax evasion?
There's so much tax evasion. Like, I know it's a question that where people wonder, like, that always throws them off. Oh, ew, taxation. It's because if you don't know about something, you tend to have a different perspective of it. And I've also seen personally myself, when I had to do taxes before I became a tax accountant, I would go to tax accountants. When I would ask questions, nobody would really ask my questions. They'll be like, just leave your documents, we'll do it for you. And it becomes like a kind of a blurry image in front of you that this is taxation. I don't like it. And a lot of misconception gets told, oh, you can't claim this, you have to pay this much taxes. Just because I say you pay 15% in taxes doesn't mean you pay that much. You pay much less. A lot of factors come into place. That's what taxation is all about. You need to be clear with your tax accountant and tell them everything, even if you think it doesn't matter.
A lot of businesses make quite a lot of tax mistakes.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about this and how to avoid it?
So one of the mistakes that I see personally when I do taxation for businesses, I notice many of the businesses don't keep receipts. Oh, I think I had $500 in expenses. Do you think you had $500? Or did you? And how do I know what kind of expenses? What if you say that you had a client and you paid $200 on a dinner? That's not the thing. You can't claim the whole $200. It's a meal. Meals and entertainment are always 50%.
Oh, really?
So you would be claiming $100. And what purpose was it? There's a lot of factors and rules that go into place when you can actually claim that. Other thing, businesses say, let me claim my car, let me claim my gas. That's not how it works. Did you use your car for business purposes?
Or for pleasure.
You can't just say that, okay, so I drove from home to work. That's not a business expense. But if you go from
you're
business...
going for business, right?
yeah, you're coming to work.
Yeah.
You're earning money. Yes, but how do I know? Do you know your kilometers from home to work?
Maybe
Do you know
say,
that?
maybe you say 10 kilometers or 15, right?
You can't just claim it like that. You have to have your gas receipts. You have to have your car receipts. And do you use your car more than 50% of the time for business? You would know that when you keep all these documentation. So basically everything comes back to documentation. You have to document everything. You can't just claim a car because you feel like it.
So documentation is key.
It's
Okay.
everything.
Maybe you say a little bit about on that. So, but before we go further, how do changes because sometimes there are a lot of changes in taxation. So, how do changes in tax laws and regulations? So, how does this impact small businesses, for example, and what strategies can they use to stay compliant?
The number one thing I would have to say, again, I'm coming back to the same thing. You keep your documentation. And with businesses, the tax changes and regulations matters on various factors. Usually the law stays the same. It's just your tax rates and different credits available to you change year to year. But for that, you have to know your documentation again. Second thing, you have to tell your accountant the type of business you have. You have to tell them the little details. Hey, just so you know that I was renting and then I purchased a building. So you have to tell that because in that case, a lot changes. CCA, which is capital cost allowance, depreciation comes into place. Did you have any expenses? Like, did you buy anything? Did you buy a car? Were you leasing a car before and now you bought it? So things like that. It may not matter much, but when you tell us these little things, it helps us tell you the laws and say how these expenses you can be claimed on your taxes and to give you a better benefit. You have to tell us the type of your business and is it just you or do you have a partner? What kind of, is it a sole proprietor, partnership, or anything? Do you give dividends out? You have to tell all of that.
Every detail is needed.
Every little detail. Don't say that, hey, I think I just went out on a work trip for 2 days. May not be important to you, but that's big important to me. I'd be like, okay, let's claim your expenses. Let's claim your meals.
Wow. Quite a lot, right?
Quite a lot.
Now, there is this aspect of tax liability. So would you let us in on what tax incentives or credits, that are available to businesses in Canada that can help them to reduce their tax liabilities?
Yeah. So the biggest thing that I'd say with like tax credits, if you're a small business and you have not opened up a corporation and you file your taxes under T2125, which is a statement of business income, it goes under your personal taxes. And truly, I love this. If you're not making over $100,000, stick to it. Stick to it this way. Yes, people might say you may pay more in taxes, but it has benefits to it. Let's say this is not an credit as like a business owner may, but since you are filing under like one income, just on a different form, as an individual, if you suffer with any sort of illnesses, like you may have arthritis, that's very important to me because, I think disability tax credit, if you have arthritis, even little things like OCD, anxiety disorder, or depression, depending on how your doctor treats it as, you can get this disability tax credit. It's $9,800 in federal tax credit. 15% of that, tax savings of $2,000. That's quite a lot of money. You can claim medical expenses. As a business owner, you can claim your car. You just need to know your total kilometers that you've drove in the year and kilometers for business purposes. Back to same thing again, documentation.
A lot of people don't know this, right? So, I know, yes, in the Western world here, people are vast with taxation and all that.
Yeah.
But sometimes quite a lot happen. Sometimes out of negligence. Sometimes there are certain things that people don't pay attention to.
Yeah.
So what's your message in this regard?
My message is in this. It takes a second. Sometimes we forget. If you don't have all these receipts to claim those medical expenses, best trick is go to your pharmacy where you grab your medications from. Tell them you'd like a tax receipt. They will compile a tax receipt. It's one piece of paper and it will tell you how much you paid in the total year.
Wow.
Life made simple.
Wow.
And as for gas receipts, I know what I'm about to say may think like a lot of work, but what I tell my clients, make a Google Sheets, enter the date, January 1st. This is, you paid gas $50. And when you have to go to meetings, obviously meetings come onto emails that this is the location and this is on that date. There you go. It's documented.
What if you are an Uber driver? How do you?
What if you're an Uber driver? Uber drivers, they get summaries from Uber at the end
So
of the
they're
year.
exempted from that.
Yeah. They can claim a lot of expenses, insurance, the amount of money that they paid to do for someone to do their taxes as well. So Uber drivers have it a little bit better, but you have to realize if you are Uber driver, we just have to separate it. Uber driver has a different business code versus Uber Eats driver. They have a different code. So you have to let your tax accountant know that in advance. So we can differentiate it.
Now, looking at some businesses again. So how can businesses ensure they are taking advantage of all tax deductions and credits?
The only thing I can say about that is they have to always document and mention every little detail. Even if it's like, hey, I had $10 in sale this year. That's okay. Let me know. You must have had expenses. People think that if you have like sale less than $200, you can't claim those expenses. That's false.
Okay, now we're talking about documentation. So what kind of records should they keep? Receipts. So
when I say receipts, I meant like physical receipt that you get. Bank statements, CRA, as of 2 years back, CRA does not accept bank statements as receipts. So you need to have like receipts like that. Or if anything, nowadays, world of internet, you have so many templates for tax businesses, small businesses. I know Google Sheets has one of its own when you search up. So you're able to find that and just fill it out. CRA will also accept that with proper receipts.
Okay, before we go on a short break on taxation matters, so what's the most important tax planning consideration for businesses that are looking to expand or to sell their operations? How can they maximize tax liabilities in these situations as well?
What I like to say is for small businesses, because as a small business, if you start earning over $30,000, you will start paying GST, HST as well. So I like to, one of the biggest advice I tell my clients is I always tell them, hey, so if you make $100 in sale, can you keep $20 aside for the GST, HST? So you don't, you have something aside for the taxes. Or another thing, CRA offers for small businesses that they can start paying extra tax to them. It may seem stupid right now, but when you do taxes, this will save you. You can pay that prior, and at the end of the year, that covers it.
Interesting.
So even if you get it back, that's amazing. You're getting something back.
Wow. Thank you so much. Let's go on a short break.
Yeah.
All right, viewers, will be right back. Thank you for staying tuned.
This is Business Up with Ukela Prince.
Hello viewers, welcome back. This is still the Business Hub Show, and I still have with me here Kriti Malik. And in the first segment, we focused on taxation. Quite a lot for her to share. You know, I'm sure she's ready to go on and on. But let's touch the other aspect of her a little bit. So she's also a social media influencer. How are you enjoying and balancing all this, man? Look at that.
I'm actually enjoying it quite a lot. I hate to say this, but I'm enjoying this whole social media life thing quite a lot. One is like, you have to do it for like, work. The other, you have to do your passion. So I'm following both my passion.
Passion and work together.
Yeah.
Wow. And the results?
The result, it's a work in progress. I mean, every good thing takes time to come.
Yeah.
So it's in progress.
Interesting. So, what has been the major challenge in the area of social media influencing and all that?
I feel the biggest challenge that I've faced is, like finding a place for myself to fit in. But luckily, I happen to go to a lot of events, so I'm a chatterbug, I must say. So I've met great people, and I've gotten a lot of support that many influencers don't really get at the starting. And with my passion about like electronics and technology, helps it a lot because I get to know about new equipment and such that comes out, so which helps me in this path quite a lot. And I was able to gain a lot more knowledge with the social influencer life, due to all this that many influencers don't even know. Even if they're big, they don't even know about this.
Well, and there's so much money.
Yeah, I've seen people that have like
money now.
social media influencer as their whole life, making well over 200K a year.
Beautiful. So, you are part of Brampton Rising Stars, and
Of course.
you guys did quite a lot to make sure that season 2 was a
Yes.
success. So tell me, how was that success? How do you guys feel? Having this season 2, got done with, and how do you feel personally?
Personally, I felt good, but I'm a person that is very picky, that strives for success and perfection. So I feel Brampton Rising Stars season 2 was just the beginning. There's so much more that can be done to make it even better, bigger and better, and that's the plan.
Interesting. So, what are some of the highlights that you would say these were part of our success story for season 2?
For season 2, I think our success story was seeing all the passion from the contestants and the way that we guided them and coached them. Many of the contestants, when they came, I saw them in the auditions. They were like, so shy, what if I'm not good enough? What if I'm not good enough? Am I going to do well?
Yeah.
And to see them grow, and as the episodes went, seeing them on the grand finale when I had chat with them, they were like, you know what? I'm so excited. I don't care if I win. I'm just glad to be part of this amazing journey.
Yeah.
I feel so much confident. I think I'm going to start posting it on
Oh my.
social media. That was a winning point for me, that knowing that, like a platform, we gave them a platform, and it developed them not only professionally, but as individuals as well, giving them that confidence and boost to believe in themselves. So I think that's the biggest win this year.
You were on the red carpet as the red carpet
Yeah.
host at the grand finale, and you had quite a lot of guests who came in there on
Yeah.
that day. So tell me, how was that experience for you?
That experience was really good. Like, as someone that who hesitates speaking in public at times, it's funny coming from me because that's what I do. Social media influencer, and I am shy and all that such. So, it kind of like opened up that not only did it teach me stuff, but I also learned a lot of stuff from the guests speaking on the carpet. I had, I think, like 7-year-old girl who was a Brampton Rising Stars winner.
Nice.
She came up to me. She was tugging on my dress. She was like, "Can you do my interview already?
Oh my
I just
gosh.
want to speak."
That's Zlata Bachok,
Yeah.
9 years old.
Yeah. She wanted to speak. And I'm like, "Oh,
Oh my.
who are you? Where did you get this confidence?"
Oh
and
my.
you know what? She held onto my arm. She's like, "It's okay. Don't be nervous. You got this. I'm proud of you." Wow.
Wow, interesting. Okay, so what should Canadians and people all over the world expect from season 3? Being also part of the social media team going forward into season 3, that will be opening up in the next couple of weeks or so for registration. So, what should they expect?
First thing I want people to expect is, don't look at what social media says. I want you to see inside yourself that, like, if you have a talent, don't even think, just hit apply. Because I tell you, the amount of judges, the types of judges we'll bring, the lineup of judges, and the way that you will go from like a 5 to a 5,000, you will see improvement in yourself, like during the whole progress that I see. Plus, also, we're gonna go bigger and better. Even when it comes to doing something as little as interviews, we will make them better. And this time around, we will post teasers of performances on social media. Social media has a power. What if we post a performance for a contestant and that gets noticed by the original singer? That is a huge thing, like your idol. So you can expect that. So we'll have better social media. We will have better guest experience in terms of like when it comes to auditions, we will have a different round. So instead of like just doing an audition and just a while wait, it won't be like that. So auditions to theater round, we will give you like a golden ticket. That if you get a golden ticket at the audition, then you move on to the theater round. But if you get like a buzzer or you get like a golden mic, you are advanced to the finales. That's how good you are. So it's the little changes that will also motivate the contestants, but will also help us as a team, production team, and everybody to make it easier for us to recognize the talent.
That's right.
And this time around, we want to target academies, music academies.
That's right.
We want to focus on them, and we want to see, hey, we would love to have your top singers or dancers or instrumentals to come through, because these are the people that are creating talent initially.
That's right.
So we want to partner with this, and then maybe the programs run by City.
Yeah.
City has these talent programs every couple of months. So we want to partner with them and collaborate with multiple areas of businesses. Somebody who sells guitar, and such, we want to partner with them. Maybe we can do a collaboration that maybe they can offer an instrument to one of our contestants.
Interesting.
So we want to focus more on these building connections, so that way we can give the best of best things to our contestants.
Wow. Kruti, thank you so much for coming to the Business Hub Show today.
Yeah.
It's been a beautiful one.
It's always been.
So I know someone will be thinking, come on, from taxation to to social media to entertainment and all that. She got it all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the great job, and we look forward to a great season 3 of Brampton Rising Stars.
Season 3 is going to be the talk of the town. I guarantee you, we'll be on CP24.
Yes, you heard that. CP24. These guys are coming live and direct. Thank you. All right, that's the Business Hub Show today. My name is Ukela Prince. Thank you for being part of this edition. Cheers.